Hey, good evening. Hey everyone, good evening. How are ya? If you don't know me, if you've not seen me before and you're wondering who I am, I'm Lisa. I've been able to find a way through sharing makeup, skincare and now marine collagen. I just love it. I've been able to make some extra money from home, around my job, around my kids, around all the craziness, and it's just the most amazing thing ever. I just love it. And the kids are done, the teas are done, the supper's done, they're in their rooms, it's all quiet. So I thought I'd come on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. I thought we could just chat some silly stuff, like grown-up stuff, like away from the kids for 10 minutes, about like, what's the best and the worst Valentine's present you've ever had? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. I'd love to know the best and worst. I think my favourite Valentine's present, I'm going to tell you a little secret here. My favourite Valentine's present was one that I bought for myself. I'm just going to put a little bit of a hydrating primer on while we're chatting. My favourite Valentine's present was one that I bought for myself last year. I bought myself some cupcake. It was like a cupcake treat box from one of the lovely, amazing cake ladies, and I got myself all little Valentine's things, all little hearts in it. Yeah. But yeah, my favourite presents really are like, you know, when they actually ask you what you want so that you don't end up with some like really weird like Boots 2-for-1 shower gel set or something, which I think that's got to be my worst. There's got to be like a boot shower gel. Yeah, that's not a good Valentine's present. So hey, you need one of those from me to me. Lindsay, do it. It's the best thing ever. I've done it for years, to be honest. I buy my own. I got into the habit of it because I was single for 5 years, and I thought, do you know what? I've had loads of shitty presents over the years, and like, why not just actually buy your own? Because you know what you want, you know, like you're going to get the best present ever if you buy it for yourself, you know, like, so I literally started off doing it at Christmas when I was getting the kids presents, but I go like to the lengths of like actually wrapping it up and labeling it, because I'm such a geek, as you know, like to Lisa, or I think I actually wrote to me, happy Christmas from me. And I got like everything that I wanted, like the right perfume, the right slippers, the right CD, the right makeup, I got it all. And then I just got into the habit of doing it. I was like, what are you getting for your birthday? And I was like, well, I'm getting this and that. I'm getting the things that you sit and wish that someone would think, oh, I know her. I love her so much that I know what she actually wants. And you wait and you think, oh, they'll know. And they never, ever know. They never know. So, and I just kept the habit. I always do it. I always buy for myself. I buy myself the nice perfume. I buy the nice makeup. I buy the nice treat chocolate cake cupcake box. It makes you feel good. Tell me I'm not on my own. Let me know if anyone else does that. Maybe you don't label it like I do, but anyway, I just take it to the extreme. So anyway, I thought I would do some little Valentine's makeup tonight, because I've actually got a little Valentine's treat box going on this month, and it's got loads of goodies in it. So I thought, let's do a Valentine's makeup. Hey Karen, hey Michelle, hey Elaine. So why not? Let's do a little bit of Valentine's makeup. So I'm going to start off. I've just put a little bit of hydrating primer on. If you are just jumping on, feel free to let me know. If you're watching it back later, just drop a replay. And if you feel like there's other women out there who like need to hear this, feel free to share it out. Treat yourself. Right, I'm going to go with my stick foundation. I used this yesterday. When my skin is dry, this really helps it, because you know I'm obsessed with my ingredients and my skincare and my collagen. I'm doing everything I can to keep my skin younger looking and healthy. So the ingredients in my makeup are super important to me as well. So all our makeup is mineral based and plant based. So in this particular foundation, it's got safflower seed oil, and what that does, it's really hydrating. It plumps and softens your skin. Makeup, just let that sink in for a minute. Makeup that plumps and softens your skin. Like, get on my face. And this is a full coverage. It's super easy to apply. You just literally draw on your face. So it suits me when I'm in a rush as well, because I've got the kids. You never know when you've got 2 boys in the house, what is going to happen. I could think I've got 40 minutes to do my makeup and some catastrophe can happen in the bathroom or the bedroom, and then I'm left with like 5 minutes. So I'm all about the quick makeup. So I'm going to just blend that out. It's full coverage, but it feels dead light on your face. So you don't feel like, even though you've got a full coverage foundation on, it doesn't feel cloggy. You know, like I used to be a number 7 girl. I don't know how I coped with that on my skin, because that's blocking your pores. Don't know if you know this, but the difference between mineral makeup and a lot of stuff that's on the high street is it's breathable. So it doesn't clog your pores, and it means that the oxygen can get through the makeup and still get to your skin, so your skin can actually breathe through it. Whereas some makeup actually just sits and clogs your pores. And that is why you end up with like breakouts and really bad skin, because the makeup is actually clogging it. And also some have got like, you know, like all kinds of perfumes and stuff. We keep it supernatural. Supernatural. Ooh, that means something else, doesn't it? But yeah, we keep it all nice and fresh, and that just means your skin can breathe, because there's no point doing all this amazing skincare and loads of amazing ingredients in the skincare if you're not then going to put natural makeup on top, because otherwise you're just going to counteract all that good stuff you're doing for your skin. So that's my base, all nice and fresh. I love it. It's like a little bit of a dewy, it's not as matte as some of the other foundations, which I kind of like. It's just got that hydrated, fresh kind of look to it. Now I'm going to add a teeny tiny bit of blush just for a bit of colour. This is how you like just add to that healthy glow look. So I just pop a little bit of blush just quite high up. If you're in your 40s or nearing the 40 gate, what I've found is if you put your blush a little bit higher up, it just looks more natural. It gives you more of a fresh kind of just been out in the cold, pinched kind of look, rather than Aunt Sally kind of, you know, big rosy red cheeks. That's not the vibe in the 40s. It just makes it look much more natural, I think. And then when you add your when you add any highlighter, then see, that just looks like a bit of fresh natural colour. Now I'm going to go with a little bit of highlighter, and all I'm going to do is just put it just along the top of my cheekbone, and you're just going to see that. Look at that. I'm loving that, girls. Bit of sparkle, bit of catching the light, that healthy glow. There we go. Let's glow. Oh, love that. Right, let's do a little bit of a Valentine's look. Let's get it going. So I need a little bit of a sponge brush. I'm going to grab that same palette. Now this is in the Valentine's bundle. So if you are in the mood to treat yourself instead of waiting for them to, you know, mess it up and buy you something shit. Do what I do and treat yourself, or point them in the direction that you want. So just be like, you know that makeup girl? You know that makeup girl? She's got a little Valentine's treat thing. It looks kind of good. Just drop a little hint. Send them my way and I'll sort it out for you girls. But yeah, you can choose any of these like quad palettes. Any quad palette, an eyeliner, and one of the really nice lip glosses. And then you can upgrade it to include like your lashes as well. So I'm going to just pop a little bit of primer on. Now, a lot of people say to me, like, what is the point of an eye primer? Like, do I really need it? Now, I was the biggest skeptic of primer on your eyes. I was just like, is this just another thing for the sake of having another thing? You know, like in the whole like makeup routine. But actually, I've tried it. I've tried it with and I've tried it without. And I'm actually completely convinced now that your eyeshadow stays brighter and it lasts a lot longer. What you find is if you don't put the primer on, it will just kind of lose its sparkle like within a couple of hours. Whereas if you've got a primer on, it'll stay really as bright as you've put it on for a good 8 hours. Now, if you've not got a primer, I mean, the one I use is the Mood Struck primer, but if you've not got a primer, You can just use concealer and it will do the same thing. It'll keep your colours nice and bright and keep them on. Now, this is my rose gold palette. I absolutely love it. I'm actually going to go with, I went with this one yesterday, the copper gold, but I'm going to go with this really bright gold here today. Optimistic. Let's go with that today. Or should I have done pink? Well, it's Valentine's Day. Oh, I've done it now. I'll do pinks tomorrow, girls, because there's so many different options with this palette. You've got golds. Because it's rose gold, you've got 2 different options of gold, and you've got 2 different pink options as well. So it's such a pretty palette for Valentine's Day. And you can switch the colours out as well. So if there's any in there that you just think them are not quite for me, we've got like 40 or 50 different colours, and you can just build your own palette in the bundle, which is kind of cool. So there's tons of bold ones in there if that's more your cup of tea. Wowza, that is popping. Look at that. I'm going to soften that up in a minute because it looks a bit crazy on the inside. Wowzers, if you like your golds, this is the shits. That's good if you're not from Wigan. Oh dear. Right, I'm loving that. I just need to blend it a little bit. So what I do is I'll just go to the other end of my brush and I'll just blend that just to soften it up on the edges. That is one gorgeous popping gold, that I love it. Anybody else a bit of a gold fan? Because I'll go through all the gold shades. Like I've got that one. I've got this really I've got quite a few different gold shades. I'm a bit of a gold fiend. Just think they look really nice and pretty, and I just think they give you a lift, especially, I don't know, some of the bold colours when you get I'm nearly 40. What am I on about? I'm well past the 40 gate. I just find the lighter colours now just kind of open my eyes up and look nice and fresh, and don't. It can be too overbearing. Some colour, I don't know, some colours suit me, some colours don't, but really, really bold, like reds and things like that, don't work as well for me. I go for like the neutrally colours. We've got Lindsay in the comments. Lindsay is the queen of the bright shades and looks amazing with them. Hey Trish. Right, girlies, I don't know if you've ever seen me use the 4D mascara before, but this is in the bundle, the Valentine's Day bundle as well. So shh, listen, if you're like me and you hate shit presents, just either treat yourself or be like hint dropping, be like, you know that makeup girl that never shuts up who's on the Facebook, like she's got this amazing bundle, you know, like you go and talk to the phone, you know, like, you know, the way they reckon if you go and like say things near a phone, it picks it up and puts it in the feed. Oh dear. The makeup girl made me do it. The makeup girl made me do it. Right, if you've never seen this, concentrate, Lisa, the channel, listen. If you've never seen the 4D, the only difference is the wand. It looks a little bit different. But if your lashes are like mine and super sort of blonde and tiny, it just gives you a bit of drama back. You do a little wiggle at the bottom and then just hold it in front and blink. But yeah, tell me, just I love that I started doing that. It's really funny because when I tell people I actually wrap presents up and put my name on them from me, they're like, okay, I get buying your own presents, but writing it to me from me is just taking it a bit too far. But you see, I'm just a proper girly girl. I like the unwrapping. I like the little surprises. So, you know, like you just get to a point in your life where you think, I'm going to treat myself to all the things that I want. Because there's only me that knows me good enough to know what I actually want. So I'm going to do it myself. I even do flowers and stuff sometimes for myself. Right, let's give that a little blink. Look at that, girls. Wow. It's crazy. I've been selling this mascara for like 5 years now, and it's still, is it 5 years? Nearly 5 years since this was released. It might be a little bit less, but it just blows me away. Like, look at that. No faff. Done in seconds. And all nice and wispy. Look at the curl you can get with that. one coat. Crazy good. Lashes for Valentine's. Right, let's get this other one on. Little wiggle. And then if you just hold it in front, like I do get asked a lot as well, like how do you get them all separated out and not clumpy? And the best way to do it is literally just to sort, it's almost like a blink and push. If you put the wand in front of your lashes and blink, it combs your lashes through. I know I do it really, really quick, but that's just because when you've got kids in the background, you just never know what's going to happen. Like anything can happen at any moment and your makeup routine time is gone. So I'm like, I know I do it super fast, but basically you just hold it in front and blink onto it. And not only does that weave the fibres in, it also gives you a really fresh, wispy looking, much longer lash. Look at that. Now, if you're anything like me and you are through the 40 gate, what I found a really good tip, I used to always do my bottom lashes. Now, look how fresh that looks without liner on the bottom. Look at this. I think sometimes when you put stuff on the bottom, you make it under eye look heavier. So what I've been doing is just leaving this completely bare. Completely bare and completely fresh. And then I might just even... See, my dark circles are actually disappearing because of the collagen. I can't even get over it. But if you have got dark circles, just add a tiny little bit of concealer. This just always gives you a lift, I think. Little dots. And just tap. It's dead tempting to kind of drag it, but what you want to do is just tap it so that it stays exactly where you've put it. It lightens all your under eye. And take it right out. Look at that. Keeps it exactly where you need it and it's not too much. What you'll find is, like I used to do the whole V, I did. But what I've found is that in my 40s, if you put too much concealer on, it just exaggerates the dark circle. And not only that, it sits in the fine lines and wrinkles and you end up feeling, you know, you'll look in the mirror sort of 30 minutes after doing your makeup and you'll have like little concealer drag lines, you know, like because you've pulled the concealer up and it's then just sort of settled in your fine lines and wrinkles. If you put less on and you just tap, it's not heavy and look how nice and fresh that looks. Love that. Now also in this little Valentine's treat bundle that I've got is the lip liner and like any of these lip glosses. So these are super hydrating as well. So if you're not, you know, if your lips are not like in the winter, these are really good for hydrating. There we go, a little tiny bit of nude liner on. And then let's go with a nice nude lip gloss. This is my Valentine's little treat makeup done. I do love a nude gloss. Sometimes I'm just in the mood for shiny lips. There we go, girlies, that is that. Loving that, but I'm just thinking, I've got some of my other palettes there. There are so many combinations of these. You can get like all your pinks. You can get like, how lush is that one? Tons and tons of different colours. But yeah, this is a favourite for me, the rose gold one. Because I use them all individually as well as together. Just such a nice selection really. But yeah, let me know. So if you do want the details on the Valentine's treat to yourself, just drop me a Valentine's treat in the comments and I'll let you know everything that's in the bundle. If you want to convince your man to buy the right present for once, just send him my way to just say Valentine's treat bundle and I will sort you out and make sure you get the right shades and all that stuff. So yeah, just drop some little hints and send it my way and I'll sort you out. Right, have an amazing evening, whatever you're doing. I've got to go do some one-to-one calls. Have an amazing evening, whatever you're doing, and I'll see you soon.